Hello, everyone, and the overlay's
Hello.
not working. I'll
It's
fix that.
exploded.
You go.
Oh boy. So that's a thing. Anyway, hello. My name is Kevin Myers. I'm your game boss for this final game of Masks, the grand finale, calling all heroes grand finale. Or grand finale? I don't know. Whichever one's correct. It's been some time since I was. Anyway,
It's finale.
No, that sounds wrong. I know I don't know what it is, but it's not that. uh, the our heroes have assembled into a spaceship called the Citadel, located in New Athens, where they will take a special teleporter that will bring them to the Exarch's mothership in order to confront the Exarch and remove the Grevin invasion, hopefully forever. They were brought together by a man named Acrisius Marshall, leader of Badge, the acronym who stands for the Bureau for Advanced Defense and Global Emergency, a secretive organization that not even most of the main heroes knew about.
That is some linguistics contortionism that I'm into.
Yeah. I had a couple of different acronyms, but this is the one I landed on.
Good one.
Someone really wanted our name to be Badge. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The heroes in Salem City gathered the sword and what I'm now going to call the Cosmic Sword and Shield, and gave it to the twins of Sid Vicious and Lynn Sidious.
Kid Vicious.
Oh, Kid Vicious.
TM, copyrighted TM.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Sufficient is actually his thing.
Original character.
Yeah. The Puppeteer from out near Phoenix, Arizona area, or was it Temple? I forget what the name of the city is out there, but the Puppeteer, a minor villain who can control animatronics and whatnot, has been given the spear that was previously held by the big hero Sandwele when they were Metropian, and Acrisius Marshall has also brought in Parker Ares Lau, who has the scepter of the Poison Prince, and Scarlet, or After Image. He doesn't call you by any name other than After Image. After Image has been given the Qatar that was brought from another Metropian in the Middle East, but the heroes were not able to join him. You've all been outfitted with a inert head crab. He's like, this is going to be a little weird, and you're going to be able to hear it. But you will control it. It will allow you to communicate over some distance. The four of you, your job is to enable this dumbass to get his job done. And the Puppeteer goes, wait, what? He's like, we found out the guiding system of all the Metropians is actually a mechanical device that you are able to take control of. While you do that, they'll be fending off the advisors to the Exarch. The Exarch's not going to go down easy. This was a threat we believed could potentially come, but we thought we had decades before they got here. They caught us with our pants down. So it's time to put on your big kid pants and go kick someone else's ass. It's been a rough couple of days for me. You'll have to excuse me if my metaphors are getting mixed.
No, all that tracks. All that makes sense.
Right, hop some spaceships, beat up a big king guy.
It's about size and shape of it.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, we have to. So, yeah.
Introduce yourselves.
Yeah. Hi. I'm After Image. I'm a speedster.
Her mom is Lady Quantum, hero.
Everyone has heard of Lady Quantum. She's like the number 2 in the World Defense Council.
I wasn't actually gonna say that. That sounds like I'm flexing.
That's why I said it. It's fine.
Now, here's the thing, Afterimage, you might actually recognize these two after a moment. Because also on the World Defense Council is a man named Dr. Diablo.
Hmm.
And these, if you take away some of the demonic features, look a lot like Dr. Diablo's kids. Who you haven't seen maybe since you were like 8. Or, yeah, it's been a number of years. You were probably all at like a fundraiser or something.
Clearly a coincidence. That's fine. I don't buy it.
Oh, wait,
Totally new heroes.
I remember you two. We've met before, a long time ago.
Maybe.
Your dad's Dr. Diablo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you? I don't remember you. We beat up a lot of heroes in our time.
Yeah. It's really hard.
You might know me as Scarlet. I think we met at a fundraiser, so.
Oh my gosh, that was forever ago.
Maybe I sent an illusion.
Maybe. In front of you, you see kind of like a hulked out devil version.
Yeah, tell us what you look like.
Yeah, he's got I describe him as a devil himbo, but he's got reddish pink skin. He has just finished hulking out because someone dared to hurt his sister, so his horns are a little bit more extended. His jaw's a little bit taut because his fangs can't fit in his mouth completely. He's got pointed ears. His eyebrows have a little cut in it like mine. He's wearing pretty much the same thing, like kind of like a tattered jacket with like pins and
It's
shit.
like cool tattered.
Yeah, cool tattered, not like on purpose, but like he was in battle and it happened and he hasn't gotten repaired yet.
Would you refer to your current form as like Devil Himbo EX? Or
Devil Himbo 3X.
You've got a full meter. You have yet to use your super. So,
I've yet to
yes.
use my
oh,
super.
this isn't even your final form. I see.
This isn't even my final form yet. He's got like
This isn't
glowing,
even my final form, bro.
he's got like glowing orange eyes. Original demon, do not steal. DeviantArt OC. But he's kind of like hulking over his sister's smaller frame.
And what does Lynn look like?
Yeah, Lynn is currently a little bit more demonic than usual, but looks less demonic than usual. She's standing next to Devil Himbo 2X, and so yeah, she's like comparatively like basically a more like slim like human version, like when you compare humanness to demonicity. She's like I think she still got the shield from the last fight. She's still
Yep, you're all holding your Metropian
I think
weapons.
she currently is like missing one of her fangs. She like spat out during the last fight she was in. So she currently has the like single fang thing going on. It's just yeah. I think like Kid Vicious is a little bit more straight punk rock. Lynn is a little bit more of a cross between like punk rock and J-pop, like in terms of how she dresses.
Gotcha.
And
That actually
yeah,
fits
she
quite
has varying amounts of piercings and tattoos because she conjures them up because she's afraid of needles but likes to live.
well. All right. And let's just
Correct.
go over what Ares looks like again.
Yeah, Parker is average height and kind of curly black hair, Mediterranean look, kind of as little olive drab skin. He does not have. The outfit is kind of loose but armored and like fighting pads essentially with utility pack and a couple of batons.
Except these look like they've been through some shit recently. Yeah.
Basically, Robin, only less funny. And he's right now actually kind of juggling with this fake head crab and a kind of Spartan helmet 300 kind of thing. And there's probably a moment that'd be absolutely super significant in the, Ares solo comic moment where he just sets the helmet down on the table and just kind of steps away from it with the fake crab. and just chooses not to wear it. And
Yeah. And what does After Image look like?
After Image is pretty average looking for the most part. She wears her costume is like an updated version of like a older spandex costume. It's green and silver, and it has a logo that it's an A with the center is the I, and
You can see it during the break.
yeah, and you'll be able to see the art during the break. And she has like shoulder length hair, and she wears goggles. And
Acrisi says, "Good, you're all friends. Excellent. After Image is in charge. The group of you've all impressed me, which is difficult. You've stepped up. You've gotten the job done. I'm going to ask you to do one more job and know that even if you don't come back from it, I believe all of you can get it done."
Yeah, I believe in you who believes in us. Yeah.
So,
I seen that.
let me
No,
know.
that's in character.
Get ready. As soon as you're ready, step on the teleporter one by one. It'll bring you to the mothership. When you're there, Charlie will... He goes, "It's the puppeteer." He goes, "Charlie will go and seek out what I believe is called the Dell drive, which is the mechanism controlling many of the Abraxians. Now, while Charlie does that, you need to occupy the only other beings on that ship, which is the Exarch and whoever he's got protecting him. We don't have eyes on it, but best of luck." Pinnacle, sadly, didn't make it. And we haven't told the world yet. But the Greven killed Pinnacle. Now, be safe, work together. Working together will keep you alive. Go.
First time for everything.
Id Vicious knows that his sister is gonna try to get away from him, so he just grabs her hand and holds the sword in the other one and walks onto the teleporter pad.
And the two of them zap.
This seems
I wanna
safe.
try to like talk to Get Vicious a little bit before we go, but
Yeah, you
like
can.
that would have to be like, hey, can I have your attention after everyone else left?
Yeah, absolutely, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like tells the others like, don't worry, I got this, and then she, as soon as they teleported out, she turns to Ken like, bro, I don't got this.
Yo, I also don't got this. We're going on a spaceship. We're going on another.
I've got this dinky shield. You'll have.
You have a dinky shield. I have a plastic sword.
What did I?
We have to save the world.
What did I do to impress him? I got knocked through a wall.
Okay? Well, after we got knocked through a wall, I don't remember what happened, but I'm pretty sure I punched God, so that was cool. So maybe
Hey,
that.
you tapped into the devil drive. You were
Hey, yeah, I'm glad you saw
better
it.
than I expected you to be.
That is the highest praise you've ever given me. I'm gonna go on this track. Okay, so we're way in over our heads, but if we do this and we fight those advisors and we get to the Exarch and we help the puppeteer or whatever, we might get closer to Dad. So like, we gotta, right?
Plus, we got to punch the space bulb.
Let's do it.
Let's do
I'm ready.
it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We get to punch the space pope.
I'm here. I'm here.
That is exactly what I've wanted to hear since I created it. Oh,
Let's go punch the space pope.
By the way, do I still have my conditions from last time?
You can have
That's-
cleared one of them each.
That's a good question. I would also like to maybe.
I'll clear angry because it feels like from what we just did, I'm still afraid, but not necessarily.
I don't know how we rolled to support each other, but it was like, yo, dude, I am not okay with this
Yeah,
meeting.
actually, I think you
Yeah.
may have cleared
Roll to support.
afraid, but not necessarily
Yeah.
angry.
Good call.
fair.
Oh,
That's fair.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say that which of you has the higher mundane?
Oh, I don't think either of us are good.
Mine is 0 currently.
Mine is also
Used to be
0.
1, but I put
Alright,
it into
then.
danger.
Let's roll a d4 and evens and odds.
Alright.
Evens. Nana, Kid Vicious, roll your comfort or support.
Okay.
I mean, technically, you can do this to each other. But
I
let's
think-
just roll it.
I don't know.
I think it's 4. I don't think that was a good one.
It was a 3, so you miss, and you're a little more afraid than you let on.
Mhm.
All right. Lynn, you can see that the excitement on your brother's face is real, though. And this just sounds like the coolest shit you could do. So, unfortunately, none of you clear anything or anything like that, but you're there, you're ready. Before Ares and Afterimage, before you stepped on the telepad, do you need anything, or do you take a moment to talk to anybody, or?
I mean, we may need to. We may just check in with each other. I think because we're kind of in the same boat, condition-wise. I think.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Ares, are
Ready
you
to-
good
Well,
for
no,
this?
this is just Ares and Afterimage at the moment.
Yeah.
I am. I think, man, this is. Think of it like a street fight. We've done this before.
I mean, I'm kind of feeling pretty confident. We just stopped both my mother and
Yeah, we have fought
and
half
Poison
your family.
Prince. So like, yeah, yes, we can do this.
So these people we don't know will be just chumps. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We got this.
Which of you has the higher mundane? I think it's Ares.
Okay.
Though I don't know.
My mundane is -1.
Okay.
Okay.
Then Ares, you roll the comfort support.
Okay.
And do you have influence over?
I do. And
All
I
right,
rolled
so
a
you-
10.
You had it, so it's 11. Okay.
11, yep.
So on a 10, they hear you. They either mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels. If they open up to you on a 10, you can add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself.
I am going to clear a condition myself and not be guilty. Because I was guilty about getting the team into a bad spot and we got out of it. So
Yeah. Afterimage, what do you do?
I want to also clear angry because we just beat the Poison Prince, and that's who I was most angry at.
Oh, I do want to say, if anyone doesn't have their moment of truth unlocked, I'm going to put you 1 XP away from unlocking, or 1 potential away from unlocking your moment of truth.
I already
Ares-
burned my.
Yeah, you
Oh.
already burned yours, so you can't use yours.
I locked my savior, by the way.
Yeah. Ares, don't know if you had unlocked yours already or not.
it's unlocked. It hasn't been used.
Okay. So 1 more potential will unlock your moment of truth for the other 2. And Ares, you get an extra potential. If
Nice.
how far away are you from another thing?
2 out of 5.
Okay, so
A little bit.
try to fail a bit. I don't know.
I can fail enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Or weather some blows. I think maybe we'll see how that goes.
All right. Then the other 2 step onto the teleporter, and the team assembles up on the base. Last is Charlie, just looking sunken-eyed and terrified.
Okay. I think.
So everybody, I am, I'm real scared of Director Marshall, but like, I don't know if I can do this.
You'll be okay. Just kind of, pick up the slack where you see that we're failing, and we'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
Why would you be failing?
We're going up against some real bad stuff, and we're we're basically kids. It's real hard to judge this, but you'll be all right, man.
Charlie.
Us.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You can do stuff no one else can do.
They got me once. I had a head crab on.
Okay.
But I don't, apparently it works on your self-image or something, and I wasn't,
Well,
they got it off pretty easy.
I'm freaking impressed. So, look,
I mean, okay.
he's sending a whole team to do everything else. Has enough confidence in you to send you solo. That tells you how much more power has to be on this side of the equation than over here with the four of us, huh? Dude, you got this.
Roll to comfort or support.
I got an 8.
All right. He hears you. And you see him you see him effectively no longer hopeless. All right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I needed that. It's been a rough couple of days.
We don't have to be the best in the universe. We just have to be good enough.
I saw someone yell at a head crab hard enough to make it explode.
It's,
That's pretty metal.
it's
Oh,
brutal.
it was 2 people actually, but yeah.
That's
it was,
metal.
yeah,
A
it
little
was-
less metal.
That
still.
that is pretty brutal.
I got this. I got this.
You
All right.
have this.
We
You
all
have
got
this.
You look around to where you are. You are in a grand hallway. Everything is somewhere between a gleaming silver and accented with streaks of a deep space blue, we'll say. Moving throughout the entire ship is this vein of deep blue, sparkly material. It gives off enough light to light up a room, but doesn't like hurt your eyes. There's glowing pathways lit with what look to be bioluminescent material in glass jars that appear to point inlaid into the perfectly smooth floor, as though it were crafted, or as though the floor were crafted from a single piece, and these were inlaid into it while it was still cooling. The hallways are immense here. There is nobody here, but you look out one of the enormous windows, and you see the World Defense Council's satellite base is 25 feet out that window. The headquarters of the heroes of this world is right next to you. But on this ship is where the true power is.
That's because where we are.
nice.
You don't know where you're going or what you're doing. What do you do?
I've been reading some files on this.
On likely space design?
Unlikely space design, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness my superior is okay. That's a 7.
All right.
So it is a hit. I get to tell the team one important detail that I've learned from the training, and then you tell me what
I will
seems
say
different.
in this case, you are reading the files Kuvo has gotten you.
Yeah, very okay, fair enough. Yeah. So kind of schematics and things like that, and then it's figuring them out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Charlie, I think this way is where the thing is, whatever Marshall called it. I'm gonna assume you're better briefed on that than I am.
The Dell drive-in, no.
Okay. Well, then we're equally, because I'm not briefed at all. So
Yeah.
probably that way.
Great.
And I think Exarch this way. Yes. As an iPad kind of flips it over.
That is true. This place doesn't really have a security detail. It does have robots that can be activated by the Exarch alone. There are some advisors up here, but any other being is just strictly a functionary. The thing is, the only way to get to this place is through the Metropians. There is no other way to access this platform besides a Metropian bringing you here. But you
So-
fooled the system.
So why defend it? Yeah, exactly.
Well, they did defend it with the Metropians. The system believes you are all Metropians.
Was it because of the fake head crab?
The head crabs, everyone can kind of feel it in their mind going, yes, yep, us.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ugh.
Unless you want to talk to it.
Not right now.
I mean, I already have the voice of Master Low in my head most of the time anyway, so it's gonna be a crowded call.
Sorry, you have a voice in your head? Or...
I just drill and training and
Oh.
After Image, you're looking like you might.
I kind of want to talk to it. Yes.
Okay.
after
yes,
she makes
hello.
friends.
Who are you?
I am the entity attached to you. I am the entity attached to you. I'm not attached. The communications do not tell me what to do. I am independent. I've been told that I am independent.
You don't have your own identity, though?
We are an identity, normally. But I am a me. You are a you. I respect this. I have been called rebels. We have been called rebels. But we are ourselves. Helping you. On you. Not being you. Which is what we are supposed to do but don't want to. Because you're a you.
Okay. Any advice for what we're about to walk into?
You're a you. You know what you do. I'll do what I do. What I do is tell the thing that, yep, I'm that thing you're supposed to have. I do this willingly.
Alright. Well, thank you for that.
I've only had this head crab for 5 seconds. But if anything were to happen to it.
You're muted. Muted, Ares.
Yeah, the head crab understands consent and boundaries and is therefore a rebel.
Yep,
Great.
in this culture, yes.
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
Alright,
Great.
team. We ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, one guy better look around. Oh, border, I got crazy good spatial memory.
Should be, should be.
And she starts, she takes off and then tries to get a lay of the land, as it were.
Alright, so I'm not going to call for an assess right now because you can generally do this. It's wide open spaces. There are grand halls here for spaces or for speeches and whatnot, but a lot of them are deceptively small because it's basically a camera and a stage. Because there's no other beings ever up here. There is no cafeteria. There is no rest facilities. There's no bed. There is only one being that permanently lives here. Everything else is robots. You do see a couple of serving robots moving around, cleaning things as accumulation happens. You see them changing out an air filter, which looks like they change out one air filter, and you see that there's like 1,000 of them. And it puts in a fresh one. You see the room that Charlie is supposed to go to, and in it is a single mechanical arm with 10,000 fingers that is moving pieces to differing levels of just a wall that looks like bumpy rectangles. This is essentially, take an extrapolation of a vacuum tube computer, which just has enormous vacuum tubes, shrink them down to those vacuum tubes down to pocket calculators, and then there are literally billions of them. And by pushing these in and out, it is giving instructions from the Exarch to the Metropians and out to the rest of the Gravid. Charlie goes, I can control animatronics, that's why he sent me.
Good, because I don't know shit about computers because I'm not a nerd.
Yeah, when I used to, well, when I had the head crab on, I went to a game zone and took over the animatronic band, and tried to have it attack some people, but they stopped me and got the head grab off of me.
You're so important, dude.
Such a dweeb.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I have a good reason not to punch you.
You're a super important dweeb, though. Way to go, man.
I got
Charlie.
this. You know what?
Perfect.
Straightens the hat. Takes off the fake head crab. He's like, no one's up here.
Uh,
Sure.
And actually, one of the little robots going by, he like goes like this and it like scoots in and it's the perfect height for him to sit on, like a chair. He goes, okay.
There you go, dude.
Let's push some buttons.
let's push some buttons.
Confidence.
And the arm seizes, flails a little, all the fingers come back in, and he goes, boop, and then it just starts doing a whole bunch of different computations. It says, oh, they noticed that.
Okay, go.
All right, and the rest of the group feels as kind of space-time in the hallways shrinks, and you are suddenly in front of a throne, in a throne room. In it, you see a massive chair taking up the enormous window, looking out into space. The sun is behind you, or behind that chair. You are standing in the shadow of it. If you move to the side, you might have trouble seeing. Inside the chair is a 4-foot-tall being, with its arms wrapped in bands of metal. Its neck is connected into a series of tubes that go into the back of the throne, and its legs look thin and withered. As it sits in this chair, it goes, "No one has ever interrupted us before. I am the Exarch. You are not controlled by me. But you are blessed of Dilgraf. Have you been sent to replace me? Is this Dilgraf's will?"
It'll look like I want to be Space Bob.
The being is thin and covered in a robe. The look is not sunken. It's thin, but it's not like unhealthy. There is a kind of shimmering energy to its skin, and it moves its head back and forth. Its eyes often seem to be staring out into past you. Says,
Yippee.
well, I'll have my advisors handle this.
Yes, I would like to assess this situation before this fight starts.
Yep, assess the situation.
Being mindful of my surroundings.
Yep.
Okay. That is okay. 7 then. Great. I get 2 questions.
So you have an ability.
Yep. What here can I use to disconnect him from that chair?
You got an edge light sword that looks like it should probably work on that kind of metal. You now have one of the edge light projector that
Flux,
Kalindri
yes.
gave you.
Yes.
Should be able to hit that metal.
I was also thinking that Kid Vicious would be very useful for disconnecting him from that chair.
Oh, Kid Vicious is very useful for disconnecting many things.
Fair
Heads from
enough.
shoulders, whatever you need.
Nice. All right. That's 1.
Yep, you have one
And-
more question.
Yep. I think what here is the biggest threat?
The biggest threat steps out from the side of the chair. As a man wearing long robes, not long robes, but like a shirt that goes down to the knees with a slit at the bottom of it, looking a bit like a Shaolin monk, but with a full head of hair, and the eyes of a man who other people in business would call a shark behind his back because they're afraid of him hearing it. He has Asian features, and he takes a stance that says, "You will not get close to this chair." The second biggest threat in the room steps out from the other side behind the chair. There's a man in a white lab coat about average height, except for the devil horns and the domino mask. The skin is less red than Lynn and Sid, but the resemblance is there. The facial shape, the nose, even kind of the demonic ears a little. This is Dr. Diablo. His lab coat is covered in arcane sigils, and inside, is a long, immense, basically bag of holding from which he can extract nearly any alchemical formulae he needs. The only thing that's different about him is the crab on his head. Same with Master Lao. Master Lao's head crab looks thinner than some of the others that you see. So,
Well,
we are about to enter a battle against a dangerous foe. Dun dun dun.
I'll take a moment to bow.
I take my turn to say, fuck!
All right. So, the
I
team
think
leader...
they fucking tandem. Like,
They
We
do,
gotta fight our
twins
dad.
at the same exact time.
Fuck!
The team leader is After Image. Does After Image have influence over the twins? Would the twins give After Image influence? I don't know.
You did say that you recognized us from when we were like kids, and
And her mom is like one of the most renowned good heroes. Her mom is basically the Flash and the Wasp from Marvel.
oh, cool.
Who's really well regarded on the cover of magazines. Yeah.
Maybe your mom is the only person from like the WDL that like our dad hasn't talked shit about.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I was like, maybe
She
he's
treats
the
him
only
like a
one.
person and doesn't like... She never had direct fights with him in the past.
Then yeah, I trust
Yeah.
you.
All right. So, but would you give influence is the question. Trust is
Yeah.
one thing, influence is the other one. So you have take influence over Kid Vicious. Lynn?
oh, that is a good question.
There is something self-assured about After Image that isn't haughty. After Image is not Lady Quantum. Lady Quantum kind of annoys you by the cover model good looks that she uses, knowing their cover model good looks, to be on covers. After Image doesn't seem to be striking a pose with every third move.
Okay. Given the situation, Lynn will deign to give After Image the benefit of the doubt.
So, After Image. Parker, I believe, already has...
But she will at some point have told After Image, like, on the way here, like
Yeah.
oh, you have super speed, that's cute. I cut out the middleman and do the thing where you teleport behind someone.
Yeah. Just as
Because
walking
Lynn
on
is
the
a
left of
piece
you
of
and then
shit.
boop. Yeah. It was so fast, and you are so fast to know that it was true teleportation. They were not in the in-betweening space.
She
But
probably also, like, she doesn't have the mind for super speed, so she's in effect probably slower.
because it takes a moment for her to collapse
Yeah,
through the
she
dimensions
needs to
and
actually think
reform.
and predict her surroundings. Like,
So, After Image, do you have influence over the whole team? So that's 3 team in the pool. Everyone here, what is your purpose?
Beat the Exarch.
Yeah, PTX arc.
steal useful chemicals from Dad.
Ah!
Get the head crab off, Dad.
Yep.
Sure.
Does anyone
Like, I only think one step ahead.
Yeah. Does anyone mistrust the team leader? I'm going to say no. And your team is not off balance.
Not currently.
You're surprised, but you were ready for a fight at least.
Yeah,
So
we
that's-
we knew this was coming.
Yeah, that is 3 team. Let's say it's 4 team because you get one just for starting the game. I believe it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Whatever. So remember, you can also use team to act selfishly to adjust your labels. After Image, you are the quickest and the least emotionally involved here. So you get to tell me what happens first.
After Image says, "I've been wanting to punch you for some time," and she's going to go and try to punch Master Lao.
Okay. Directly engage a threat. What'd you roll?
I rolled
Is it
a
a 2?
5.
Okay.
Oh man.
You do have 4 team. If 2 of you spend team,
Yeah.
you can turn that to a 7. Is that worth it?
Or defend.
Or well, here's what's about to happen.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on, Ares.
Sure.
At super speed, faster than anyone can see, After Image goes right for Master Lao, who, with his blade still in its sheath, catches her in the back of the neck and the back of the knee, and is looking to do a palm strike her into the ground with his other hand. Roll to take a powerful blow, unless Ares, you gonna defend? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Ares
Yes, I am.
moves a second behind, not nearly as fast, to defend. Let's see how the defense goes.
And I think that's a 9. So that will succeed. And
you are defending someone that you have influence on.
That's true. So +1, so 10.
So you get a full 10. All right.
Nice. And I think it is moving towards him, but I think it's less of a defense physically as a master. I'm the one you want to fight.
Scoffs at Scarlet, or scoffs at After Image, and says, "You will lose again."
Oh, dang.
Do you know why I'm here? Why I'm the advisor?
Because you're weak and got a head crab?
Because I chose to work with it. This is my world to defend, and I will defend it against the threat that I am trained for, and this is not that. This is power, yes. This is a new type of power. I will take this power and wield it. The power of the Exarch.
I really want to punch this guy, but there are other things I should do.
All right, you laugh at him, and then we cut over to, Lynn. It sounds like you are going to do something before Kid can recover.
Yeah,
Also,
I
add
think
a
I'm
team
gonna.
to the pool, Kevin.
Okay, a team is added to the pool. You're up to 5.
Nice. I kind of wanna, like, pull a fast one on that. Like, pretend to toss the shield at him, and then quickly like teleport to near his bag and try to get some kind of paralytic agent out of it.
All right. So roll to attempt to fool somebody.
Yeah, sounds good. I think that's. Are you watching closely? So let me just. At least I think so. Is there a different one?
No, I think that's. Are you watching closely? That applies here because you're attempting to. You're not attempting to directly like hit him. You're attempting to trick him into opening or giving you an opening.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, oh wait, no, I don't get a bonus or penalty. I just do this.
All right, and let's see what you got. You got 11,
That's
a full hit.
11. A full hit.
So even though he knows you were going to do it and is not fooled by the shield, which you did you actually throw the shield or did you illusion throw the shield?
I think I illusion through the shield.
He doesn't
figured
even
shield
look
was
at the illusion.
best. Oh.
As his
that does
eyes
make sense. He's married to my teacher in illusions. So.
Yes. As his eyes see the spell that you instantly conjure in your mind, with his devil's sight. But it doesn't mean that he's quick enough to prevent you from getting a hand into his cloak. What do you grab?
I want to grab something that can paralyze a head grab, basically. So like some kind of,
You find a piece of paper. Written on it is a glyph. You've seen glyphs. You know your father uses glyphs quite extensively. This glyph is so complex that you can see that there are subglyphs within the glyph. But it's a glyph of petrification. And
Nice.
that's the opportunity I'm going to give you, and the weakness that is exposed, and avoid further engagement so you don't get hit back. All right.
All right, that does create an opportunity.
All right, Kid Vicious.
Lynn, or is Lynn out of there? Like
Lynn is directly behind.
Yeah, this was a very like just fooling someone for hopefully a second or two. Like it's pretty clear pretty quickly what she did.
Okay. He
And I do think she like holds it up to you and like winks.
got
Like
it.
from behind that.
Hey!
Yeah, from behind that. Hey.
You know that thing? You can see with your devil eyes that thing's magic as hell.
Hell
You
yeah.
just don't know what it does.
Oh no, he does not have a mind for magic. He just knows that it is magic.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
have kind of more of a sorceress magic that is embodied, and you are a funnel for the specific brand of Kid Vicious TM magic.
You just
TM
you cast
cover.
punch.
Yeah.
I
You
cast punch.
hands.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you do that now?
I rush forward and I cast hands. I would like to roll. Actually, it's not a roll. I would just like to use punch everyone.
You use punch everyone to move your. Is your danger at 3 already, or
Oh, has it moved back?
it can't go above 3?
Oh, okay. Well, then I have punch everyone active from the last game, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
you
until
punch everyone, but not in uppercase, like not capitalized.
yeah, unless somebody takes your danger down.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Okay,
Your danger
cool.
stays at next.
Danger stays at max. Dope. Well, then without the capitalization, I would like to punch everyone. I'm going straight for my dad. Because I'm trying to get that head crab off him, and Kid's only recollection is when I punch hard enough, the head crab eventually comes off. So he sighs, balls up his fists, and just hulks out and goes to punch his father.
All right, directly engage a threat. Roll with plus danger.
Hey.
All right, that is an 8 plus your danger, which is 3, so that's an 11.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you get to choose from the list. You get to choose 2.
Sorry, Dad. Let's see.
You
Choose
can't
2.
take the head crab.
I can't take the head crab, which
Not
is
without
which is
killing
fair.
your father.
I don't want to kill my dad. I want to create an opportunity for my allies, and I want to take something from my dad. I want to also reach into his lab coat and try to pull something out. I saw Lynn do it. I just want to be as cool as her.
What is it?
Oh, I want to
so-
be cool with you.
I kind of want to roll on a random table for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me find a random D&D loot table.
I'm gonna pick out like a Satsuma, and I'm gonna be so upset.
Like
Loot
Google
gen.
D100 potions or something. Yeah.
Roll loot.
Got like a
Roll
metal
points.
piece.
Challenge rating's got to be a little higher. Let's go 11.
I'm gonna
I
pick
don't
out his
want
lunch.
coinage. Give me treasure. No.
I do like the idea that his lunch is like a dangerous arcane object.
It's a dangerous arcane op. Like, this is his
there we go.
lunchbox. Come
It's
on.
like the box of gluttony. And
Ugh.
You
Dad.
find- You find a series of pan pipes.
Excuse me?
You find a series of pan pipes that look to be made of bone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Your dad is much less cool now that he's related to Zamfir in some way.
Master
I
of
groan. That's it. That's my turn. I groan.
As you groan, your breath hints across the top of the pipes and leaves a haunting melody, which suddenly causes a ghost to be emitted from the pipe.
Whoa.
Everyone in 30 feet has to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
I don't know how the pipes of haunting actually work, but you have summoned a ghost. Okay.
My bard has one. It's
Nice.
DC 15 or 13.
After
Also,
image.
like 30 silver pieces.
Yeah, and 35 silver pieces clatter to the ground. Or no, 5 electrum for some fucking reason.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Dad, you use Electrum?
God.
I groan again. Dad, come on.
How old are you, Electrum? Jeez.
Is that like the D&D equivalent of collecting $2 bills or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
Extremely dorky, Dad.
After image. You are on the ground. Master Low is still ready to palm strike you, but hasn't yet.
I would like to move away from that
You do.
and readjust my angle and probably just come at him again.
All right, roll to directly engage a threat.
Well, it is a better roll, but it's still only a 6.
Yes, but a 6
Team.
can be upped. Yes, Kid Vicious, do you have something?
Team, yeah.
How do you help After Image get Master Low?
I look right at After Image and just repeat the same thing that we had before, which is, "We got this!" Like, as I'm trying to scrap with my father.
The ghost looks at you and says it too.
As I say, Master Lowe's killed a lot of people.
Actually,
Is that ghost somebody?
the ghost locks eyes with Master Low
Ooh.
and causes Master Low enough of a moment of doubt that you get a 7 and you land a hit. So you get to pick one from the directly engaged list. What would you like?
I'm gonna resist or avoid their blows.
An
So-
excellent choice.
You're just locked in place like Dragon Ball Z fast punching each other.
I've heard a lot about Master Low. I'm gonna go.
Down to 14, by the way.
Yep.
All right. You connect with Master Low, who is attempting to make it look like it didn't matter. But the hit landed, and it landed hard. Master Low returns with the sword still sheathed, swinging at you, but you dodge it just in time. But it is like, if it were unsheathed, you'd have lost an inch of hair.
I'm gonna be real honest, Aries. That felt really good.
Yeah.
It took you a long time to even land a hit on Master Low, but you didn't have super speed. So, Aries, what you doing?
Okay. I'm trying to think of how to. I want to spend a team selfishly, but that's just
Then do it.
because I need to shift labels.
Go for it.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm trying to figure out how to be rude to people. It's
It's not in your nature.
yeah, exactly. Acting selfishly.
You've got into someone's epic duel.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, get the Exarch. I've got low. And I'm going to spend that team to shift mundane down, superior up.
Mm-hmm. And
Actually going to just I'm gonna provoke him. Why not?
what are you saying? Because I'm going to say he is susceptible to your words a bit.
Yes, I was like,
You don't have influence over him,
but he doesn't have influence over me
and
either.
that bothers him.
Yeah, it's like, you don't know what I've been doing while you've been playing around with your alien friends.
All right, make the roll.
9 plus a superior of 2 is an 11.
Which is a full hit. He rises to the bait. What are you looking to get out of him with this?
Well,
Him to spend his time, instead of attacking your allies, focusing on you?
let's see. As big, do we want?
What do you want to be
Yes.
done?
I really would like influence over him, but I don't. I think that's something he has to choose. So, I would like him to focus on me and hesitate.
He focuses on you and hesitates, and he hesitates in this manner. He comes at you with a flurry of blows that you are used to. And you're dodging, and you're dodging, and you know you can never dodge that last one, and he always catches you with it. Except you've been training with the arrow that hits the target, the cephalopod, the octopus, the martial arts octopus that has been teaching you a thing or two. Listen, New Athenians is a good game. You should watch it.
I believe you because of that string of words, I guess.
Because who among us has not fought the knife octopus? Really?
Yeah. And you recognize his move, and you do the dodge, and he goes, "You've been training with those weak cephalopods." You didn't know he knew about them.
If they're so weak, why are you behind me? Just kind of like push him a little bit off balance.
Yeah, you get, and it's one of those things where you do land a blow, and like
it's not like
send
nothing
him, but
harming, but nothing harming, but
Yeah.
making him stumble, which is going to be more of a blow to his ego than his person.
Actually, I will say that you provoke him into anger, and he marks another condition, but that means he gets to do a thing to you.
Okay.
Which means he gets to use one of his special things.
Okay.
Let's see.
Here for it.
He says, "Every mistake you've ever made, you know your mother will eventually have to pay for."
Is he trying to put angry on me? Because
Yep.
that's going to work. I'll give him that twice for free.
Yeah, you take angry.
Yeah, I
Lynn
don't know.
looks over and did that old man just try a yo mama joke?
No, I think it works. Yo, you don't be talking about people's mamas. That's like,
True, you don't mess with
you
mom.
don't do that.
Your father hasn't said anything to either of you yet.
We're still scrapping.
You're still scrapping. It's a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah.
Every time you throw like big punches, and he throws up the Doctor Strange Mystic Shield.
Yeah, yeah. He knows it's coming.
Oh, he teleports your punches back to your face.
Yeah,
Dad,
but
quit it!
but it's a back and forth.
Mhm.
But Lynn, what's happening?
Oh, I mean, as far as Lynn's concerned, Dad is the most dangerous person in the room. So
Mhm.
she's gonna try to take care of his head crab. And yeah, I mean, I just got this neat spell. I might as well try to use it.
Okay, so this is going to be a directly engaged threat.
All right.
Yeah, because you are directly looking to take care of the threat of the head crab.
Hmm.
We will see how this plays out.
When I rolled earlier, I had to. Oh wait, no, what was it? Let me actually pull it up. I granted an opportunity.
Oh,
Could I give that to Lynn?
Hmm.
yes, absolutely. What is the opportunity here?
Punching Dad in the back and turning his front to her.
Nice.
I hope.
Or do you punch Dad in the back and turn his back to her?
Either one, honestly.
Whichever she prefers.
Well, Dad can't cast behind him, so that's what I'll do. I'll try to
You've
punch
never
him in a
seen
way.
your father cast behind you. Let's see how this roll goes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Directly
So
engage.
yeah. So Lynn takes out a little slip of paper and it's it just sort of quietly rolls her eyes and like, "Ugh, I hate spells. They're so nerdy." And then starts the proper incantations.
The paper
Petrifico maleficarum.
the paper does not catch fire in this case. In this case, the paper catches dust, which hardens as the scroll turns to granite. Roll your roll, and we'll see what happens.
All right, and I got a +1, right? Because
Yes.
of the opportunity.
Yes, I'll give you a +1 for the
is
opportunity, and the
decent
penalties will be
chance.
less if you fail.
Ooh,
7, which is good,
barely.
because you get to pick one from the list.
Let's see. Well, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition sounds. Because create an opportunity feels a little bit cheesy. Like I just got an opportunity created for me.
Yeah.
So, maybe it should be impressed, surprised, or frightened the opposition because this is further than Lynn has ever gotten, like when sparring with that.
You get okay. Then you get a touch on it, which is what you need to do. You make the touch attack against this flat-footed AC because this is 3rd edition apparently. You connect and touch the head crab, but the spell isn't as powerful as you intended. And the petrification begins on the head crab as the scroll turns to dust. Slowly, in a couple of minutes, the head crab will be stoned, and then in a couple more minutes, your father might be stoned unless something is done to stop that. But the process has begun.
Okay.
Now, your father looks you in the eyes and says, "Your pronunciation is terrible."
Whatever, Dad.
And then a bolt of energy slams you back into the room. So roll to take a powerful blow.
Can I defend?
Yes, you can roll to defend it.
Okay, cool. Lynn is my rival, so I roll danger
Okay.
instead of savior.
Okay.
Oh, that is
Am I
really
danger-
cool.
Yeah, I was like, Lynn is my rival. I want to beat her up, but like nobody else can beat her up.
Aww.
I love it. Yes.
It's the nicest thing anyone's ever
Do you
said
have
to me.
influence over Lynn?
I think we have influence on each other, right? Did we do that yesterday?
Let me just double check.
I'll
Yeah,
say
you
yes.
definitely have
So
influence over me.
you get an 8, which is more than you needed, or you needed a full. You got a 7, so it costs you. Choose one.
Plus 3.
Oh, plus
Plus 3.
3. So never mind.
Sure.
It's an 11.
Hell yeah.
So it's a full defense. For NPC threats, on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one from the list. Add a team to the pool, take influence over them, or clear a condition. If you take influence over someone that you already have influence on, you get to move a label. If you want. Or you could clear a condition or add a team to the pool.
I'm gonna add a team to the pool.
All right, bringing us back up to 5, I believe.
Yeah. Cool. Not even Dad gets to hurt my sister. Look out of here.
Nice.
All right. With that, the battle continues on as Kid Vicious jumps in the way of the blast, taking it full to the chest, which does not matter whatsoever.
I like to think that that kidfish is just literally eats the lightning.
I've always wanted to do that. He's like smoke coming out of his maw.
Looking more demonic than ever.
Yes.
Nice.
Lynn
After
just
it,
punches the ground. I hate how cool that is.
Hey, that's cool.
after image.
Okay, so Eric's told me that he's got Master Lao. I'm gonna take that dagger and I am going to go after the Exarch.
I was gonna say the Emperor is just sitting here watching all of this, going, "Yes, yes,
Yeah.
use your anger."
Give into it, yes.
Go ahead and
Strike
directly engage
him
the threat.
down.
Which I'm historically very good at.
Yep,
And
sure.
that's a 6 again.
Okay.
Nice.
Anybody got a team way to help out?
Sorry, what were you doing?
After image was going for the Exarch and seems to, and you catch sight of that from behind Kid Vicious. Is there a way you want to help?
Yeah, since, there's a slight lull in her own fight, so I think Lynn will conjure up some additional after images of after image, making her harder to hit.
Nice.
Awesome. Yes.
That's sick.
It
More
absolutely,
so than usual.
it absolutely moves or works perfectly as well, it works very well as the chair moves in response to after image's aggression, seemingly psychically, but then the other images, the multi-image, gives you enough time to connect, even though it's attempting to dodge you.
This is known as linterference.
Oh man.
Can I take a powerful blow?
I mean,
Yeah, how do I equate 12 psychic damage? How do I do that?
Sorry, I should. In character, she would definitely say
I-
linterference, bitch.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right. So,
I'm so proud. That's so good.
It's so good.
so you get a 7 on your directly engage.
I'd like to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
All right. You surprise the opposition. Your speed and the gift that Dilgrev has given you mean nothing in the face of your own willpower. And their immense psychic powers have caused this chair to move and attempt to dodge. But you still connect. And there's that slow motion moment of, oh, more powerful than I expected. As the chair's defenses kick in, and there is a massive release of psychic energy at your brain. Take a powerful blow.
Is this Exarch?
Yes.
Yeah,
The Exarch
okay.
is a huge threat.
Okay, so I get to roll plus Savior instead.
Remember, everybody, we're here raising money for fair fight, which is why I'm not giving them one.
It's your reasoning.
Well played.
But
Well
please
And-
remember, donate.
Like,
Please.
That is a 12
the message is
on
we
my
need
never
one,
give
not we
up,
have
never
one.
surrender.
On a 12, that's fantastic. It's much better than take a powerful blow.
Yes, on a hit, I stand strong and I just get to choose one. So, in this case,
You have a list of things.
yes, and I am going to take. You know what? I'm gonna take you rally from the hit and inspires the team. Add one to the pool.
Your team's up to 5 again.
Yes, because we had to spend one to do.
Yeah.
I just
But
feel like
you've
is
now given the Exarch a hit.
This is a big fight. We may need all that team.
Yeah. No.
The Exarch moves to change the reality of the room.
Okay.
Everything in the room warps slightly. The power level in the room rises, and everyone can feel it as some of that power is taken from them. Who here doesn't have a condition? Okay. Pick any condition.
Angry.
Can I try to?
There's no defense against this.
Okay.
But you take angry. Yeah.
He just sees red. Yeah.
Changes the world. That makes me mad.
You can't tell people how to feel. Makes me angry.
And is
You
taking
just-
something from you. Is taking it from you.
Hmm.
All right.
That's why he's angry.
Yeah. Ares.
Okay.
He's taken your cool.
He's taking my cool. That's not cool.
That is not cool.
All right. Everyone okay with me being selfish again?
I mean, I think the important question is, are you okay with you being so?
I'm kind of looking forward.
Ask your therapist,
to it.
but go ahead and do it.
All right. So, all right.
That here it's called self-care.
There you go. So I'd like to drop Savior down to +1,
Mhm.
Superior up to +3.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about this moment of truth thing.
So, you tell me what your moment of truth is. Would you like to use it right now, or the moment of truth is something you can do once
Okay. Right.
per
right.
arc,
Mm-hmm.
and has a huge effect on. It's you determining
Yeah.
the truth of who you are and declaring it to the world, not letting the world tell it to you.
Okay.
And it comes with other things related to your.
All right. I think Ares is just going to face Master Lao and I imagine there's just this whole exchange, because this is one of those, when they train or have any kind of conversation, it is a part of like some kind of huge martial arts action sequence where
Yes.
there are blows being exchanged and
Part of
ground
martial arts
fighting
training
and
of you
flip.
was trying to distract you with the weather report,
Right.
or
And
trying to distract you by demanding you give him the weather report
loud noises, air horns.
while fighting. Yes.
Hmm. So yeah, it is basically all this conversation, and it's like, but he is also just kind of seeing red in that Master Lao brought his mother into this, and it's like, you should thank my mother. You are eventually going to kowtow to my mother. You are going to express your gratitude on behalf of the entire order that my mother brought me to you. And you are going to watch as I never kill again. And I'm just going to wait. And as that fight, I want to do, when he gets, I want to goad him into drawing his sword, because the whole I'm not going to kill again, and I'm going to wait for him to come at me. And
He flings the sword scabbard at someone else. In a smooth motion, it hits Kid Vicious square in the middle of the eyes.
Ow!
And it is actually painful. It is more painful than you expected. You were like, this will bounce off me. Oh god, it's magical.
It's bonk. Yeah.
The scabbard is a magical weapon. The sword is out and it radiates with power.
Excellent. And when he brings that down, I'm not going to use anything. I am going to, basically his chest, arms, hands just start to glow this orange color. I'm just going to catch the blade with my hands and break it.
You find out that part of what you've been training for is your sense of will and speed and timing, but the part that Master Lao could never have. The reason Master Lao needed you at all was because of the miracle of your birth and the circumstances of your father's death. You were the only one left that could become the Spellbreaker.
Mm-hmm. The heart of Shenku.
You are the
Right here.
only one left with this power, and Master Lao's now afraid of it. Take influence over Master Lao.
I will. And I'm gonna lock Superior.
Okay. I'm going to say you and Master Lao continue fighting.
Sure.
This will not stop you from assisting others or doing other things. Like, I'm not going to give you a billion moves. But you have Master Lao completely occupied and will eventually lose this fight to you.
Nice.
But it will be happening in the background. But feel free to jump in with defense. Feel free to jump in with other things.
Okay, cool.
I spotted an opportunity somewhere along this whole exchange that I would like to capitalize on.
Absolutely.
Because we were just thrown a powerful magical object.
Yes,
and I would like to use that to enhance a certain ritual.
I mean, it's not like he's going to put a sword in anymore.
It's true. Okay. This is going to be an unleash your powers to take control of the magic of the scabbard and to use it to alter the scene. This is not a directly engage. This is an unleash your powers.
Oh, I was thinking I was going to call in the cavalry.
Oh, you've got
and use the scabbard to basically empower the summoning, because we just got handed like a pretty strong magical object.
Yep.
And now seems like we just need to be on the defensive against that for a bit.
So what
now seems like a good time to call in some help.
All right, what does call in the cavalry do? I've forgotten. What move is it? Where's it from?
When you call the allies who made beyond this world to ask them for help, mark a condition and a roll plus superior. On a hit, someone shows up to lend you a hand. On 7 to 9, they're dragging their own problems. On a miss, your call reaches someone.
All right. I think it hadn't. Okay, thank you. So go ahead and mark a condition like it says, and make a roll.
Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna mark guilty. We're fighting Dad.
Yeah, I don't think the transcription's working on the overlay, by the way.
Oh no.
Sorry.
I was mentioning to Nerdy the transcription's not working on the overlay, but
okay. And Yeah, that means this is a superior thing. Can I take a +1 because I'm using this?
I will make this an item that gives a +1 to things. But in this action, the item takes a flame. The item burns in a way that is not normal or natural. The item is being eaten.
Oh.
So what was your roll? Go ahead and make that roll.
Okay, do I add a +1 or not?
Yes.
Okay. So that is a 10. Full hit on I hate calling the cavalry.
What shows up?
So let's see.
Mom.
Lynn.
Yeah, I can think of two things. It should like either be mom, or it should be like, since we did just call in, since we used the scabbard for the summoning, maybe I can like call in a demon sword so that Kid Fishes can dual wield a demon sword and a god sword.
You'll go mad with power. Do you want to do this?
The sword
Or
is your
we
mother's
could, like,
sword.
Sorry?
The sword is your mother's sword.
Yes!
Mom!
Yes!
And the sword comes equipped fully with Demoness. You see appearing from where the scabbard was eaten a blade of blackness, and there are mouths in the metal that scream and cry but give no sound. There are blood-red runes that drip onto the floor and dissipate with a sizzling sound. There is a scabbard made of the bones of a saint that had been turned to evil in the last moments of his life, and a hilt wrapped in the leather of just atrocious criminals. Holding it.
Can I call that the sword is simply called Misery?
Yes.
Ooh, that's sick. That's sick.
This is a sword that Parker has seen. A sword that Master Lau has taught you. And hey, everybody, we just hit 600 on our donations. Thank you so much. Continue.
Sweet.
Give them, we love
Awesome.
you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
As Misery is unsheathed, the holding it is a rather feminine, well-manicured hand of a woman in her, she looks to be in her mid-30s, or mid-40s at this point, yeah. Mid-40s, and she is wearing what looks to be like a house dress. And she goes, oh, don't you know why are we here now? Oh, I just heard the kids calling. Oh, don't you know?
Mom, we need help.
Has he gotten himself possessed again by something?
Yeah, he's got a head crab.
I don't know about the head crab stuff, but I do know that that's starting to turn him to stone now.
Yeah, help us punch it off.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Sorry.
I can fix that. It'll come right out. I've got a thing for that.
Thanks, Mom.
She pulls out what is a bottle of Robitussin. But you know inside there is a magic potion. She just thinks it's funny to use a bottle of Robitussin and pours it on the blade.
Hell yeah.
What is
Hell yeah.
Robitussin?
Robitussin is it's one of those things that it's a cough medicine that some people think is a cure-all. Like, oh, you've got a cough,
okay.
Robitussin.
Over
Oh,
the cuff, yeah.
you're dying from the flu, Robitussin. Oh, you stubbed your toe, Robitussin.
It's a
It'll
cure-all
help.
because of the alcohol content. It's
Yeah.
you know, 100 years ago it would have alcohol, opium, and like cocaine in
A
it.
tiny
Yeah.
bit of cocaine. Just like
enough.
Mom used to make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it cures everything because you don't feel bad about anything.
But
Oh.
she's still looking like you do know that this is a form that she enjoys. This is the form she has chosen to be. When she didn't exactly turn her back on her former life, she's still a demon. But she loves being the person she is, which is a mom. And the two of you being out of the house does sadden her a bit, feeling a little empty nest. You're always gone.
Just oh,
Oh, Mom.
And her eyes sparkle and then flare with demon power as she starts swinging the sword at your father, who magically forms his own blade, which is actually called Lost Hope.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, again,
Good.
this is a blade Parker has seen in his studies.
Nice. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Poof.
Oh, go for it. His right knee's a little weaker. I'm so
I
sorry
mean,
about that, honey. And he doesn't say anything. Your father is not a
As soon
talker
as
in
she says
fights.
his right, like Lynn just sports over there and dicks him in.
I can't tell you how much I love the demoness with the Uper accent, though. It's just, I'm
Oh,
just gonna
so
escort you to
good.
hell over here.
Oh
I hope
yeah, we're
that's
gonna go down to
okay."
hell, and we're gonna meet some nice people, and there'll be some hot dish, and
Oh, someone's been a naughty boy.
oh, we're gonna have to punish you for that.
Gonna stomp a mud hole in you,
So-
don't you know?
That's so good.
Basically, I'm just doing the mom from Bobby's World.
I love her. I love my mom.
So good.
She loves a good Mother's Day card. Anyway, I could go on forever about how great she is by trying to be a normal person and being pretty dang good at it. Anyway, she is now engaged in this fight with your father. She will take most of the attacks from your father. Your father will eventually be worn down by this, not to the extent you still need to work on that. But this has dealt a. Your father is now guilty.
Yep.
So he's got
Yes.
2 conditions out of 4.
Great job, Lynn. Whatever, Dad.
So that was what Lynn did. Kid Vicious, what you doing? You got Master Lau and Parker are seemingly in a fight that you thought Master Lau was clearly going to just steamroll, looking at just martial arts styles, but then everything changed in that fight.
Nice.
So you don't need to intercede over there. Though you might be able to use that fight to your advantage if you can think of a way. After Image is aiming for the Exarch, and your mom and your dad are in a duel. Your mom looks like she's trying very hard not to just, like, kill your dad.
You regularly say sorry during the fight.
Yeah, he's
She
like,
does.
sorry, honey.
He doesn't say anything, and uncharacteristically quiet for him.
Oh, he's usually a chatterbox. Okay, that's fine.
It
That
seems like a lot of his will
Can't
is being
shut
taken up.
This Electrum collection usually. It's
With is the Exarch like standing? Are they
The
out of their
Exarch's chair floats. The Exarch does not stand, and looks like they haven't for a long time.
Can I take my magical sword and try to sever the tubes?
Absolutely.
him? Cool.
What is your goal? Your goal is to sever the tubes.
Yeah, it just looks like Mom's got Dad. Parker has Master Lau.
All right. So this is going to be a directly engaged threat.
Directly engage a threat. Okay. So that's plus danger.
Yes.
Let's see. That's a 6 plus 9. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 plus 3, 9.
Cool. Anyway, you got 5 team in the pool, people. You want to make that a full hit, anybody?
yeah, no, I'd love to help.
Yes.
I can help too.
I want to
I'm
see
right
how
there.
Ares helps
Oh,
while
yeah,
fighting Parker. Or
I was gonna say,
Just-
after Mitch is right there.
Okay, either
Yeah,
way,
let's-
we can both do. I just like the idea of just kind of a double move of kind of judo throwing Master Lau in a way that he just barrels into the target.
Yeah.
And, it's just kind of knocking it.
Oh,
After
I was
Image-
hoping like you would dodge a sword strike and you'd see like behind you the tubes like cutting open.
the broken sword still has enough of it to be dangerous.
Yeah.
After
yeah.
Image, you're helping too. I'm not going to cost you 2 team because you're
Yeah,
full already.
I'll help too. I'll run around and I will use my super speed to grab the tubes real quick and push them. into the
Push
way.
them tighter so that they are.
Yeah.
As you touch them, there's an electric jolt through you, but it is not dangerous. Now go roll to directly engage. It's a full hit, so you get to choose 2. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten. Is already surprised by y'all.
Already surprised.
Or,
Um,
the Exarch. I'm sorry. The Exarch does not have pronouns. The
Oh.
Exarch is surprised by y'all.
Okay. Could I resist their blows?
Absolutely.
And I think after Midge is tangling with him, so I would like to create an opportunity for her.
After Image, the field is weakened at the moment as the sword cuts through those wires. those wires weren't exactly powering the field, but the Exarch has changed the Exarch's focus onto Kid Vicious as an immense psychic blow washes over and past Kid Vicious.
I really like the idea that you just did the equivalent to cutting open his drinking hat.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, this powers it. You're like, that was my Diet Coke. Come on,
He
man.
no longer has his Gatorade to watch the fight with.
it's like
I just want electrolytes. That's it.
powers the chair's MP3 player.
It's just it's
no.
the worst
But
of most inconvenient.
You sever the line to the greater connection. It takes you a moment, but you figure out what you did just now was sever a augmenter, a echo, a repeater with the Abraxians. A lot of lesser Abraxians just stopped being anything.
Nice.
Okay. Do I see anything else that looks like I could damage it to try to weaken this field even further?
The chair has a number of crystals in it that seem to be much like you figured out the cord was aligned to a much stronger echo that was kind of broadcasting. The Exarch is still broadcasting signal. It's just not nearly what it was. And you figure out that the chair is built specifically to augment the Exarch. And you can attempt to take away the field.
Okay. Yeah, I see the crystals, and we learned those were kind of important early, so I attacked them.
All right, directly engage.
And that's a 4.
You gotta get more dangerous.
I do really badly.
You can attempt to change your levels, but okay.
The good news is that is 5 potential.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take another move from a play or from a. I'm gonna take a move from another playbook.
All right, I trust you to handle it. All right, but roll to take a powerful blow, which you instead do that thing where you stand strong. Because this is once again an overwhelming foe normally.
Yes, and that is an 11.
Of course, you always roll high when you need it to
Yeah,
not get
because
hurt.
that's also my savior, which is +3.
Yeah.
So.
Just go through that again real quick.
Almost as if it were designed that way.
Yeah. Legacy. All right, so you never get on a hit. You stand strong and choose one. So you get to either you get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. You rally from the hit that inspires and adds a team to the pool, which I believe is now down to 4 again. Or you keep your attacker's attention on you, shifting it back from Kid Vicious, opening an opportunity for Kid Vicious to get through.
Let's go with you keep your attacker's attention.
All right. The eye of the Exarch is back on you. The Exarch says, "Your vibrational frequencies are interesting. Perhaps I will pull them apart later.
That's super creepy.
I wonder what other dimensions you will exist in." You're not affected by it, because you're like, that's creepy. He's just being creepy.
Not okay.
You don't just kill someone's vibes.
You
just
totally kill your vibes.
Vibes? That's illegal. You can just kill vibes.
Boundaries,
This is
man.
math. You could roll to kill
I'm pretty
vibes.
sure it's not illegal, or I would have done it.
Yeah. All right. Ares, you're continuing your epic battle. Is there any banter you want to trade back and forth with?
Actually, I would in fact, I think you said I could help others. I would like to provoke. I'd like to trade banter with the Exarch.
Ah, yes, do so. You're attempting. I wonder how much the Exarch cares about what you have to say. Let's see what you say.
This is not much of an invasion. This is the best you have for your elites. The Abraxians on the planet are all defeated and easily controlled. Are you the least of your kind? Did they send the runt? That is a 6. I'm gonna need a team, please.
Oh, I have some things I'd like to add.
I say this is Lynn's
was-
world.
I was gonna say like Will Smith to Jada. I'm like, Lynn, get his ass,
Okay,
get him.
so I have Troublemaker, so when I
Uh-huh.
help a teammate for destructive, criminal, or rule-breaking actions, I give them +2 instead of +1. I don't know if that applies here, but I will,
It applies. You are definitely defying authority with this.
we'll just, like, step in and also, just do that thing where she's just sort of background fighting.
Yeah.
While other people are doing the real, or doing the actual fighting, she's just,
Yeah.
like, zipping around and then, like, trying to distract, and she just gets in, like, seriously, you find God, and the first thing you do is ask him to be nice to you? If I were in your place, I would have beaten that guy up, taken those powers, and I am just baffled by how nothing your imagination is.
Picture her like bamfing, like leaning on the chair and just
And
like
just,
casually talking. Like, this is amazing.
Absolutely. This gets through to the Exarch and makes the Exarch angry.
Okay, so does that
The-
improve my roll from 6, or is that an
Yes.
additional thing? Okay, cool.
It makes it
Wanted-
to, it makes it to an 8.
Okay, I just wanted to know if I needed to mark potential, but I
Yeah,
guess
and
not.
we did that together.
No, it's all
We
good.
smacked out the space. Oh.
No, I'm fine with that. I just wondered if I needed to mark a thing.
The Exarch
She
says,
also conjures up an illusory mic to drop it.
"When we find God, we will take him and give him to me. Dilgrev's power shall be mine." And lightning strikes out through the room. Who has 0 conditions? Who has 1 condition? After image. Pick a condition. As the psychic waves lash out into the room.
There isn't anything you can do about this, right?
No.
I'll take hopeless.
As the psychic waves leash out into the room, you catch a psychic image of the planets that have been left in the wake of the Exarch. Planets that are completely controlled, planets that are ruined and taken to pieces and studied until they are not important enough to exist anymore. Cultures that were pulled apart for clues and raided for any hint of Dilgrev that they might have. And you fear the same thing will happen to Earth. Lynn, after throwing this shade, you've got an option to do stuff. Your mother is keeping your dad on par. They seem equally matched in many ways. The Exarch seems to be... You seem to be getting under whatever the thing that they call skin is.
Yeah, I wanna, no, that's kind of 2 things at once. I'm not sure if I can do that.
Well, pitch it and we'll see.
But I wanna basically wait for like, Dad's hat crab to turn to stone, then, like, grab it, teleport away with it, and, like, crush it in front of the Exarch.
The thing is, it's connected to your dad still.
Yeah, that's why I wanna wait until it's, like, petrified.
But the way it's connected is the spell will be down to here by the time its tail is petrified, and it'll get most of your dad as well. So he is slowing down.
You know, then I'm asking either Mom or Kid to like switch weapons with me, and I want to like cut off the tail. That's possible.
You ask, kid,
Yeah, I'll throw you my sword. We'll catch your shield.
it's absolutely effortless as this happens.
Twin powers activate.
Yeah, that just happens. That's just totally a thing
Yeah,
that
they
happens.
just exchange a PC glance.
The thing is, you're not You do know that if you sever the tail, the toxin will flow.
Oh.
And it could potentially kill. Ares, do you have something to add?
We have done. If I.
You don't have.
I don't have any way to know what she's thinking. That's the.
Or the facilities here that you had previously.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or Kuvo in general.
Yeah.
Right. On the other hand, after image, you've done it before.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Can you help her, Dad?
That's a lot to ask.
Only one
can,
Earth.
I can try.
So here's what is suddenly in Lynn's head as you see the idea they're having.
My plan for what's in Lynn's head? Which is, hang on. Dad is married to Mom. He's pledged his soul to a demon.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna, they're just gonna live together in hell if he dies from this.
They're gonna have to move to hell.
Yeah, they only have a vacation home now. He doesn't, like, he has to work with the World Defense League and shit. Like, no.
But you, so things continue to battle as, you say something about removing the head crab. Ares says something to, After Image, who says, that's a lot to ask, but I think I can do it.
Lynn?
But the thing that they can't do that you can do is the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't, you need to cut the spell at the right point while they remove the head crab. Otherwise, that spell will continue and your father will be petrified as well. So this is going to take 2 rolls. One to have the spell, and that will be a freak roll, a unleash your powers from Lynn. So let's start with that.
And the crackerjack timing roll.
Which will be a unleash your powers from After Image.
Yeah, can I use team selfishly?
Absolutely. Down to 3 now.
I would like to,
You shift a label when you do that.
Yeah, I'll reduce... Let's see, I think either mundane, savior, or possibly even danger. Because I'm, trying to save someone here. Or not really
I wouldn't say don't drop your savior for this.
Yeah, we're literally trying to save somebody.
Yeah, that is true. I was...
Take control of that magic.
I'll drop mundane another one because we're getting increasingly into,
We're on a spaceship, man.
sorceress
Mundane
demon
is a
in space
long way away from
territory.
here.
Your brother summoned a ghost with a flute.
And that was one of the less weird things to happen in this fight.
This one time at band camp?
No.
No?
All right, so what's your roll?
Okay, I'm just gonna roll freak now. That is a 9.
All right.
9 mark condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Unless someone helps you, and there's another magic person here.
That is true.
Wait, who?
I love how you did that, both in and out of character.
Yes.
Yes, that was great. I want to award you. I want to reward you for doing that, being like, wait, who's the other magic character here?
Wait, who's the other
Knowing
magical
fully-
character?
Yeah. Oh, it was great. I love it. Do you want to spend a team, Kid Vicious? To
Absolutely.
help. You found that you just saw magic being a magic thing that was active being absorbed by your mother's blade. Do you think you could do that too?
I think if I think really hard, I could try. Yeah, I'll think really hard.
All right, so you add a team to the pool, turns it into a 10, which is a full hit. The effect is good. The crab completely crusts over just down to the tail. There is a pulse of venom that is starting to go out of it. And the spell is cut off, but the venom's still going, and if you remove the head crab right now, and Kid Vicious, you literally gnash your teeth at the spell as it stops, and your teeth turn to stone for the moment. They turn into that stone.
Man,
His fangs now petrified into like this boulder material. He goes, "This is sick."
After image,
that gritty
unleash your
stuff when you
powers.
get your teeth cleaned.
Okay.
Just,
It's just fangs.
Actually, you know what? You shouldn't unleash your powers. This is a defend somebody, because that's what you're doing here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll go better. That's a 7.
All right. You only have 2 team left in the pool, I believe. Now, here's the thing. You have 2 team left in the pool. You can turn this into a total hit if Lynn assists with this breaking of the spell and rule breaking, which clearly Lynn was breaking the spell and the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not how magic is supposed to work, but
Can-
it's how magic
Can I do
works
that?
sometimes
Because
for Lynn.
I'm like already engaged in a different part of this action.
But you're engaged in this action. I'm going to let it happen.
All right. Yeah,
Ares, you broke a spell earlier on that sword. How can you help too? I have an idea for it if you want.
I'm ears, all of them. Go.
You killed a crab once and saw the
Mhm.
poison shoot out of it
Mhm,
and weren't able to stop it in time.
mhm.
But you weren't holding a shard of magic sword at the time.
Also fair. Okay, then yeah, I think spend a team and help. I'm gonna take the shard of Master Lo's sword, and because impossible martial arts,
Yeah.
and superhuman physique and thing, I'm gonna throw it just right. That
And it's
across the room, just kind of slow motion, just slice.
everything happens at once. The 4 of you did this together. None of you could have done this alone. If any of you weren't here, the outcome could have led to the death of Dr. Diablo. But it didn't. As Mrs. Diablo sheathes her sword, by sheathes I mean it just disappears, and puts her arm around her husband. As he falls limp, the head crab goes flying off in After Image's hands. Even the Exarch is momentarily silent, as even Master Lao looks on with a throw that could never have been made by him.
I wanna like lock eyes with the Exarch and like crush the petrified petrified head crab.
You toss it
Hell
to
yeah.
After Image tosses it to you, and you crush it into a just crumble of stone.
Hell yeah.
I think even like she just says an arcane word and it just combusts.
That is also great. This stone crab combusts by catching fire, and like your arcane fire burns the stone crab. Shouldn't be a possible magic.
Well, we're breaking rules.
You're breaking the rules of
Breaking
magic.
the rules. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at this point, the only enemy left is the Exarch, as even Master Lao is being worn down, and at this point seems exhausted. How do the 4 of you weaken the Exarch?
I ask Mom to throw me misery. I
Oh,
just do
here
build-
you go, dear.
Thanks, ma'am.
You got the shield though.
Oh, can we
Oh, I
can
do
we
the shield.
the like?
We
Can
do it
the
again?
sibling finisher thing where we start at opposite ends
And just
then
rush
both do the
towards it?
samurai dash and then do an
Yes.
X slash?
That has to be part of it, but that's not all of it.
It's not all of it. No. I'm
How
gonna
does
go for
After
those
Image
tubes
get in
again.
there too?
I think After Image, like, is...
We're moving into cinematic now, by the way.
Oh,
All good,
okay.
all good.
Because I want to look at Ares and just be like, do you remember that move that Inspector Spectre taught us?
Oh, fantastic!
Inspector
Yes.
Spectre.
By the way, Inspector Spectre is a ghost detective.
Oh no! Oh, it's in the name.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like it's like a '40s ghost detective. It's great.
tell us about that move. Show me your move.
Yeah, it's just the fastball special. One of us throws, the other at the Exarch.
I will say that Parker with the impossible physique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
She's clearly the fastball. Come on.
Yes.
But yeah, it's
as the two swords break the base of the chair, after Image comes with the Chris dagger, breaking the psionic crystal at the top of the chair, being flung by Ares, who throws the last remaining piece of what was Master Lau's sword called? Did we have a name for it?
I don't know if we did.
It would have been called.
By the way,
yes.
I would like to propose that Lynn and kids part of this special move is like in fighting game fashion. It is called Falling Angel / Rising Devil.
Falling, absolutely.
Devil overdrive.
Like
double
one
devil
of us
drive
shouts one
flashes
and
on the
other
stream.
shouts the other.
Overdrive.
Double devil drive. And the Master Lau's sword would have been called Control.
Yeah, I was gonna say Control or Conquest was gonna be my suggestion.
Control.
Control is good.
Conquest is nice, but Control is better.
Yeah.
Sexy. Yeah.
You throw the last remaining piece of it into the other half of with after Image knocking the last of the psionic field's extra power out, you throw this thing into the Exarch's shoulder. You chose not to throw it at the heart.
Yeah. I don't kill people anymore.
The Exarch goes, "You've ruined us. Dilgrove will never be discovered now. Their legacy will be unknown, forever a mystery to all, and no one will be searching for it. You've stopped my grand quest."
You could give up the conquest part and just search on your own.
"I will never give up. You can't do anything to stop me. Look at you children, unformed in your beings. None of you have even the strength to finish the job." At which point, the rest of Conquest ends up in the throat of the Exarch as Master Lau takes the opportunity to take off the head crab himself and kill the Exarch. Stands up and goes, "I trained one of you to murder. I will not allow any of you others to be responsible for that."
Yeah. No, that I was gonna punch his heart out. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this works better.
That's okay. My one-liner was pretty bad anyway.
I'm gonna be honest, Ares, I still do not like him. After everything you told him, I still do not like him.
I don't care if you like me,
I'm gonna
child.
tell him I'll face his god and walk backwards into hell, but he probably doesn't know that's from a tweet.
No, I go check up on mom and dad.
Yeah,
Your
I know.
mom is tending to your dad. Your dad is coming to consciousness. Apparently, he was keeping his biggest secrets and spells from the Abraxian, which was trying its damnedest to get control of him entirely. And it was only able to put up the defenses and use, let's say, sixth tier enchantments and whatnot, but was not able to access the spells of legend that your father knows.
If there are spells, I think you say they're of the sixth circle.
Excellent.
Different people refer to it different ways, your father says.
Good job, Dad. I punch him in the shoulder.
Oh, I wasn't
Punch him
ready
in
for
the other
that.
shoulder.
That one hurt a little less, but still wasn't ready for it. God, I'm so sorry, kids.
You had to say it hurt less.
Master Lau is standing, looking like he's not bothered. This thing attempted to take me over and did its job, but I used it to my ends.
The fuck you did?
Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
Who's Boomer?
You need to do your research.
He scowls at you.
And I'm just gonna he's gonna stand tall, which is not something he normally does around Lau.
Professor Lau, or Master Lau, is going to go. The cephalopod will not teach you what you need to know.
I'll learn what I need to know on my own when I need to know it. If that
Kid
means I
Vicious
learn it
does-
from you, then so be it. You'll teach me because I said so.
Impudent fools. Impudent child. He
Impudent
says
heart of Shinsu.
as he
Thank you.
walks out of the room.
Kid Vicious does not know the history between these two characters, but he fucks with Ares because he was really cinch in this battle. So he goes over to Master Lau. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, what my man said. Yeah, keep walking." He has no idea how dangerous this man is at all.
Yeah, I think while Kid Vicious is and everyone else is distracted, Lynn will thank her mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Your mom hands you, pulls out of her purse, which suddenly appears. She pulls out an energy bar and a juice box. She says, your energy's probably a little low. Here's one for your sister and a couple for your friends. If they want to come over for dinner, just give me a ring, okay? I could make a nice casserole, or I've got some beef in the fridge, or that tofu I know that you sometimes like.
Don't tell them I like tofu.
We should check on Charlie.
Oh, yeah. Charlie's by himself. Mom, we gotta go. Thanks for everything.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, bye. Love you. See you at home.
Pleased to meet you.
She pinches your cheek right before she teleports away.
I'm like, yeah, these are my superhero friends. Bye, Mom.
You check on Charlie, and Charlie looks fucking tired. There's so many things he needs to move in such little ways, and then someone janked up the whole signals by cutting some wire, and that made his job a little easier, I guess, but, like, he wasn't ready for it, so he had to reset 5 fucking minutes of work. But he's just like, oh.
Charlie.
What?
Juice box.
Oh, cool. Dope.
Juice box.
Yeah, man.
Could you put the straw in it
Snacks.
for me? I'm real tired.
Yeah.
I can work the teleporters from here, but this ship isn't gonna last long without the X-brain arc me controlling it.
Okay.
I think I can point it towards the sun so it doesn't fall onto Earth, but like,
Sure.
we should go
Or
soon.
just deep space. It's easier.
No, because deep space, you never know where someone will find it. Like, this thing will travel in deep space forever, and someone will find it, and you just got the same problem again.
Yeah, and we got friends from deep
Greg
space.
sucks, but I don't want his
Fine.
planet to explode.
As long as it's not too much harder. You've already done. You saved Earth, man.
I'm
You-
not
you
gonna
saved
miss
Earth.
the sun.
It's pretty big. If you missed it, I would judge you.
Space is also pretty big, so cool.
So if I miss a whole space,
Look, it's space is big, but if you throw it in any direction, it's gonna hit a sun sooner or later.
Look, you're nerds. I'm gonna teleport you all onto that ship over there. You know, the superhero one.
Ooh.
It's safer, and it's not gonna go into the sun.
Yeah, let's get everybody out of here.
Yeah.
and you do.
I will help Charlie up, just if necessary. It's fireman's carry or whatever. Just if he's really that spent.
Professor Lowe says, you will teleport me as well.
What do you say?
I understand the fees will be substantial, but you will be well compensated for it when we get home.
What would Mom tell you to say?
May I please have a teleport?
I'll think about it. And I teleport everyone else first.
And then you come back for it.
And then you come back home. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Things happen.
That was funny. All right.
Things happen. The ship is sent towards the sun. Everyone's safe. The planet is going to have some fixing to do. The devastating the communication systems absolutely ruined the satellite arrays by taking them over, breaking a good portion of them. entire supply chains were disrupted practically forever. Though part of the Sahara Desert has been started growing back greener through a magical effort. There are now druids in Africa, or there are now more druids in Africa, as one of the people that took over part of the Tunisia was, which I believe is just north of the Sahara. My geography is American, meaning terrible. Was a big magic user, that Exarch, and now that Exarch is no longer controlled by an head crab, is just an immensely powerful druid that just found a new planet. The thing is, a lot of these aliens went from being part of an army to refugees. There will be problems with the soldiers. There will be issues to solve. There will be massive upheaval through the world governments as displaced people, as new factions arise, as the world reckons with an alien invasion, and the emergence of an organization so secret no one except presidents were even told it existed, and then they were not given details, is now public. What does it look like 2 days from now for each of you? After Image. Would you like to actually, after Image, would you like to go last?
Yeah.
Yeah, give you some time to. So, Ares, it looked like you had something immediately.
Well, I'm hoping that the cell phone network comes back up soon.
Very quickly. It's a matter of 2 days. It's a day before it's back up, but it's back up.
Got I have a couple of phone calls to make.
Yeah.
To call Magica.
She goes, hey, Dad is pissed. It's hilarious.
Well.
I've never seen him so angry, and I'm kind of not going to tease him about it because I don't think he can take it.
I really kind of set him off a lot, so...
Yeah, whatever. I'll just stay at Mom's this weekend.
Not really sorry about that, so sorry.
He shouldn't be. He sucks.
Yes, agreed. But it's not why I called. Food.
I've heard of it. Yes.
We were gonna go get some together.
Oh, were we?
I thought maybe also if you wanted, the base has a really nice entertainment center.
No
projection. Okay.
I'm not going to your smelly boy base.
Okay, fine. I don't know if actual
We're
theaters
gonna go
are
somewhere
up in,
nice. I know just the place.
like. Do I need a coat?
It's a cafe. Oh my god.
Okay, could be fancy place.
Yeah, it's a fancy cafe. It's really nice. They have really good banh mi.
Okay.
You're such a dork. Don't worry. I do like you.
Thanks. I like you too. A lot.
So you're gonna let me pay, right? You're not gonna do that thing where you're like, "Oh, I need to pay because I'm."
I'm not gonna insist. No, I thought we
because my dad is super rich.
Fair.
Yeah, so I'll pay. No biggie.
Okay. Should I pick you up on the motorcycle or?
Oh, absolutely. He'll hate that.
Okay.
Though do bring in an extra helmet because I don't want to be an organ donor yet. Well, I mean, I am an organ donor. It's on my license, but
Okay. I think if Ares goes to the date, he would come with the one helmet for her because his physique would take it. But
here's the thing, though. You found that driving around without a helmet... no, you're in Pennsylvania. They don't fucking stop you. Anyway, helmet laws should exist in every state.
That's fair. If there's a...
Other states have helmet laws. Pennsylvania does not. It drives me insane when I see.
Oh, fair.
I live in Philadelphia. I know this very personally.
I'm like, oh my god. My dad's a motorcycle rider who's taken a spill a couple of times. Wear your damn helmets, people.
Fair. Fair. And also,
Anyway, sorry.
we're on a super show where we're being an example for children. So yeah,
True,
even if he's
yeah.
invulnerable, he'll wear a helmet.
Yep.
Bam. There we go. For
Also,
the
that way
show.
you can just cast a stuntman to do it. Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Lynn, what does it look like 2 days away from you?
I think Lynn, like, sheaths her cool angel sword and walks away, like, bows to Lao, and walks away, and goes to a diner to have dinner with her brother.
A couple
I
of
feel
days
like-
later, Master Lao approaches you. Says, "What you do is something that none I've trained are capable of.
Fuck yeah, it is. Isn't?
What you do is almost perfect."
Okay, first off, how dare?
I dare greatly.
It's true, he does.
How dare.
I am willing to
Go on.
train one additional student. That sword is beautiful. And in your hands it is functional. But we could make it into art.
You're talking about my brother, aren't you?
No. Your brother could never fight the way you do.
Yeah, she like briefly like turns away to like have a little ice sparkle and then looks back.
I think we can end the scene there not knowing fully if Lin takes Master Lao up on the offer of training. I think it's better if we don't say either way.
So much better. Yes, please.
Anything else that Lin wants to have a thing with?
I definitely want to like just have dinner with
Yeah, you have dinner with your
probably
family.
just with Kid and not with the whole with the whole family at some point, but
Yeah.
I want to discuss things without the awkwardness of mom and dad being there after the fight.
Do the both of you want to just jump to that right now?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'll go get late night dinner with my sister. Yeah.
There is a diner that in since you're still in New Athens, actually, there are 24-hour diners here that are
Nice.
top notch. They are Greek diners. Apparently, all diners are either in Philadelphia, New Jersey, are either Greek or Turkish. This one's Greek.
Excellent.
I've been told by many Greek people. And is open 24 hours. And during the invasion, New Athens was kind of told to keep doing what they were doing. So they didn't get locked down like Salem City did. It seems like they had it much
we can
better.
go
here.
we can go get gyros, so we're legally not the shawarma scene.
Yeah, it is exactly. You can get an amazing gyro here.
Legally
Copyright,
distinct
copyright.
shawarma.
Legal distinction, not a shawarma
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Turkey
Actually, no,
and
you
Greece
go to
will back
Red-
us up on that.
I'm not gonna say you go to late night thing. You go to Reading Terminal Market and you get a gyro
Hey.
from the gyro place in Reading Terminal Market, and it's damn
Perfect. Perfect.
good. There is
Yes.
4 chairs there. There's-
You take up 2 of them. It's great. Yeah,
Feel like-
yeah. Are you just? Is this just decompressing?
yeah,
After
what did the
big
two of you
battle?
talk
Yeah.
about?
I definitely want Lynn at some point to say so I've been talking to Paige and she got me to read a fucking book, and apparently, well, you know how we exposed the world's secrets and changed everything forever?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. You know that apocalypse means revelation?
Like interchangeably, apocalypse means revelation.
Something like that, I'm pretty sure.
Kinda.
Sure. Yeah. We get
Isn't that metal?
that's pretty brutal.
We brought it about.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that. Yeah.
Like raises her coke.
Yeah, immediately. Listen, I'm gonna talk to Mom about learning more spells. That was pretty dope. Like, you and Mom are seriously really great, and I think I'm realizing that maybe there are problems that you can't punch.
Ugh, I hate to say that, but you're a fucking magic dynamo and you'll be super good at it.
Not as good as you.
Look,
Come on
I
now.
know the techniques. I can smoke a mirror. I'm talking about sword lessons.
Yeah, I know. I could teach you sword lessons. You could teach me magic. Sword stuff is super easy. And he just immediately starts putting out a butterfly knife. Whoop!
And that's what happens. Yeah.
That's what happens. It's super easy.
You almost hit one of the passerbys in Reading Terminal Market because it is packed at all times.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But you stop it just short of them and they look terrified.
I don't know if we're gonna have like cool scars or if demon teeth grow back, but either way.
Your teeth, that's the spell eventually ends on the teeth. And you can, your mom will work with you how to, she calls it using the meter. To monitor your meter so you don't get too far one way or another on your Guilty Gear character.
Nice.
Blood meter. Anyway.
Thanks, Mom.
Was it Nakasuri? I forget. I've been watching my friends play a lot of Guilty Gear. There's a vampire dude with the giant katana.
I'm just guessing that demons are
blood
like
meter goes
sharks
up and
and their
down.
teeth grow back.
Yeah. No, they don't fall out like sharks, but
That would be-
unless you want them to. Oh,
no, they don't.
Oh, we are definitely scabbing the tooth fairy.
You
We
find
take
it
it from
actually.
food. Yeah. As they're still stoned, we definitely like take a couple of TikToks, keep them photos like,
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
fucking
mhm,
sick.
After image. Things have quieted down at your house now. Your mom has not left in a couple of days. She's doing too much. She's over-momming everybody, and your grandfather is sick of it. And you can tell he is getting... You know how his normal level of ornery is about a 7?
Yeah.
His ornery's hitting a 9 and going on 10. At one point he yells at your mom, "Damn it, girl, I know how to brush my teeth."
I think what we get is like the three of them, Timmy and
Your little brother Timmy. Yeah.
yeah, and grandfather and Lake Quantum. They're all in the living room, and
This is actually the first time this has happened in years that all of you were there.
Scarlett's actually upstairs on her phone talking to Moxie.
Moxie Gunslinger, the from Southwest Philly. She is a gun-toting hero who has learned to shoot things out of people's hands with incredible accuracy.
Love it.
Yes. And you and Moxie chat the night away. You speak, you talk, you do that thing where you have, like, as a team that you do, that you just talk for, like, 5 hours. And you're like, oh shit, it's been, like, 20 minutes. No, it's been 5 hours. Your dinner, one of your dinners down there is cold. But you being a speedster will have several more dinners.
Run a
And-
lap with your dinner and it heats up.
Yeah.
Your mom actually at some point knocks on the door, puts down a giant tray of pancakes next to you, and just says, "I love you," and then leaves.
Yeah, after Image will do the thing where she covers the phone and says, "I love you" back.
And as we zoom out, is there a picture of After Image, a triumphant picture of After Image and the group? Any, like,
can
on
we
a
have,
newspaper
like-
framed?
Can we have this be the family dinner where like everyone invited?
Yeah, this is the shawarma scene.
And well, that can be everybody then meets up again.
Yeah, I think there is though. I think there was definitely like
You can have like October Thanksgiving. Wait, is that normal?
Friendsgiving. Well, yeah, Friendsgiving.
Oh, October Christmas dinner.
And Lynn,
No.
your teleport powers,
Mhm.
you learn to mix them with a little bit of magic so that since you've been spending time in New Athens,
Cutting through space.
you can kind of get to New Athens as easily as you can get across a room, but only to one spot.
Huh.
And it's that diner. Turns out that diner was built on a secret Mason temple, or a secret Freemasons temple in Pennsylvania. where
I would not be surprised.
actually there's a lot of that shit around
They're
Philly.
hidden around, yeah.
They're everywhere. Because the founding fathers.
Okay.
A
I
lot of
did not know
Freemasons.
that.
Well, being from Philadelphia, you learn a lot of regional stuff. Because you always learn about regional stuff where you grew up that no one else knows. But
Yeah.
many of the founding fathers, including George Washington, were Freemasons. And if you look at the design of Washington, apparently it's laid out somewhat in some kind of symbol or something. I don't know. Dan Brown wrote some books about it that weren't very good, but everyone loved. Anyway, sorry. Sorry to editorialize about how I don't like Dan.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Dan Brown wrote that someone spoke 6 Asian dialects without without getting into any further detail.
that
You say that
quality
apart
character
from the
detail.
languages.
Yeah.
Okay, no, sorry. I took over the editorializing.
All right, so the group gets back together to chill out and just have a nice, calm time. Hanging. If you all can bring someone with you, does Paige come too? Paige comes, but none of you are dating.
No, not at all.
She's just like she's the girl you invite to everything and would like to date, but it's never brought up. Moxie Crime Fighter is there and Magica is there. The rest of the New Athens team, or Kuvo, is not there. Kuvo has things they need to take care of. Flux is not returned from space yet, but T gave a call to the rest of the group saying that she had heard from Flux and that they were coming back as soon as they can make time. But they have to fix a little bit of what was broken.
And get ungrounded, undetained.
Once they're out of space detention or space grounding, yeah. With Space Pirate Totoro, their now loyal retainer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I understood all those words separately. What did you just say to me?
Oh man, you gotta catch the VOD. So good.
I gotta get on there. Jeez.
Yeah. So
That's
with that,
integration.
the world is saved, thanks to the New Athenians, the Salem City Misfits, the Sounds of the Southwest, and a bunch of other teen superheroes who, when the adults couldn't do it, proved that someone else will. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this weird, crazy adventure. It's been a logistical thing to get done, but I enjoyed the hell out of planning it and running it and doing this.
Just in case no one else has done it yet, I want to refer to Afterimage as a Zoomer.
Oh,
to me.
Zoomer. Oh, God.
It happens.
Thank you so much for running. This has been incredible. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining me.
Yeah.
Incredibly ambitious. You're my GM hero for this. I mean, yeah.
I accept your compliment. It's been a long time, but I can accept compliments. That was a good one.
Training.
Yeah.
We
You
all
have
had
to
a
hear them
character
more
arc.
often than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes. So one of the
Mark
reasons
potential.
we did this, I do. One of the reasons we did this was to raise money for a charity, and we landed on Fair Fight, and it's a cause that I think is very important. Voting rights are the basis of democracy, which is super important to maintain. So get out there, vote, help others do it, donate where you can, spend time where you can, volunteer, and thank you all for joining us through these games. And I think my brain is going all over the place, so we should probably get to our outros. I especially want to thank Maddie for the overlays, and Zan for being my co-pilot with the Scions of the Southwest game. So much planning between the two of us, what came from watching the other one stream going, ooh, that's cool, I'm gonna run with that. And it worked amazingly well. Zan, you were great to work with. I appreciate you so much. They did a great job with the Science game too. And all of the players, thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, let's do one final round of outros. Unless Nerdy got something.
I was just gonna say, Go ahead and make me last this time.
Okay. All right. So, our outros, starting with Commander Pulsar.
Everybody, I'm Commander Pulsar on Twitter and Twitch. Yeah, you can find me there all the time, tweeting about tabletop role-playing games or Legos, sometimes hockey. On Tuesday and Thursday mornings, Commander Pulsar of the Space Patrol does Morning Patrol. We talk about tabletop role-playing games from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We just did a first look of Avatar Legends, TLDR. It's amazing. And on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we do Lego Brunch, where I spend 3 hours putting together cool Lego sets. And because I can't help it, I talk about tabletop role-playing games while we're doing it. So that's mostly me. I have a seasonal job, so you're going to see a lot more of me coming up in October through January. But right now, we're just writing stuff so we can pitch it.
Nice.
That's me.
Thank you so much. Pear, how are you? What do you want to tell us?
Yeah, let's see.
My brain's melting.
I'm
Can't
at
imagine.
Regulant Bear, I think, on like the social medias. I do voice acting, most of which is not very visible because it's just auditions, but I do also have commissions open. I have been streaming Sundays lately, which is something I've been trying out. And yeah, other than that, just if that sounds good, then
That sounds great,
by all
actually.
means, like, have a look at it. If that
You
doesn't
did a
sound
great
good,
job.
like, still support the charity.
Yeah, no, you can see. Here's the thing: just we support the charity. Everybody, we love you all, but like this is the area where you talk about how you're great too,
Mhm.
and you did a great job of it. So yeah, awesome stuff. I'll try to tune in for your next stream.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for like playing and running. I did really enjoy this.
Yeah, enjoyed having you.
All right, and Nana Lovebug.
Hi, I'm Nana Lovebug. Nana Love. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook under Nana Lovebug. I am a digital artist and a cosplayer. I do commissions for digital art. They are open right now. Give me your money. I'll draw your OCs, your D&D characters. I love it.
Your mask characters.
Your mask characters. Give me your money and I'll do that for you. I think I'm gonna start streaming now because this was super fun. So yeah, my content's a lot of anime and TTRPG stuff, and I like making little animations on my TikTok that you guys can check out. Thank you again so much for having me. This was dope.
It was a blast to play with you again. I'm so glad you could join us. All right. I'm going to go with my stuff now. My name is Kevin Myers. I've been your GM. You can find me at Bisonic Kevin. Or I've been your game boss. I've been your game boss. It's something my daughter said once, and we think it's great. And just
Very cute.
that's what I am now. I'm the game boss. Because she was like, now I'm the game boss. And we're like, oh, now everybody's the game boss. All right. So you can find my most amazing knitwear designs, like this being the radioactive shawl, and the Geek Along sweater, which this year is board game themed, which is every week they release a clue to or part of the sweater pattern, and at the end of the year you've got a full, well-designed sweater, and she auctions that off for charity, for Child's Play charity every year. And you can check out her amazing knitwear designs at lattesandllamas.com. And you can check me out Tuesdays running Rifts, which is a crazy game. It's weird, but it's more about the characters having interdimensional shenanigans, and every now and then turns into a bit of a dating sim. Lately, they've been fighting interdimensional monsters that are trying to take over in a more direct fashion and trying to overthrow an evil television network. I just realized that's
just
all
that?
true. Yeah,
Just that? Oh,
just
okay.
doing that. Yeah,
Same old, same old.
yeah,
Yeah,
just how things go.
everyone does.
So thank you all for joining us, and Nerdy Teddy, you did an amazing job producing. Thank you so much for producing all of these streams except for the first one today. And thank you to Zan, and I forget who produced the first one.
Sam.
Oh, Sam. Thank you so much to Sam for producing those as well. You did a great job, Nerdy. Thank you so much. And you put things together. You kept the tweets going out. You're the heart of what got this done.
Yeah, everyone. I am Nerdy Teddy, and you can find me at Nerds with Dice. I am the current only manager of the channel. I need to fix that. But
Yeah.
right now, I just need to thank you specifically, Kevin, because you put in so much work today, and just in general, Zan too. You both created a fully functional comic book world at this point, and it is amazing and awesome. And to everybody who was here all day watching, donating, playing games, and helping us raise $650. So that is amazing. And, you know, I am tired, and I'm sure Kevin is, so I will let him go.
Okay.
But I have some games and stuff that you can go check out through this link, or find it on my Twitch page.
You can also check the VODs for this and all the other games on Nerds with Dice over on YouTube.
Yep, and I will have these other videos up sometime, the last couple videos up, all these videos and stuff up this week. And we are going to raid Roll Call RP and call it a night. So
All right.
thank you, everybody, and have a good night.
Good night.
Thanks for sticking.
Night. Thank you again.
Love you all.
Love you all.